Hey neighbor, welcome back to ARTV. My name is John and it's time for another Top 10 Countdown. Today I'm going to be talking about my 10 favorite songs from the singer-songwriter Halsey, an artist that I've definitely had a very topsy-turvy relationship with over the years. A lot of you are probably wondering right now, like, John, has your channel been hijacked? Are you feeling okay? Is that mustache just growing inwards and doing something to your brain? And to that I say, I understand, but it's not brainworms, anything like that. I just genuinely think that Halsey has gotten a lot better. So without further ado, let's get into that top 10. All of my honorable mentions are in the description down below. Keep in mind, these are just my personal favorites. I hope you enjoy the list. Please drop a like on this video, share it out with a friend, and let's get started at number 10. Guys, is it just me, or is Marshmallow getting better? Be Kind is a gentle, uplifting flourish that features a blaze of synthesizers. The hook on this song is huge. Halsey knows her worth on this track, and she puts out the kind of you get what you give type of vibe. I think it's really important. It makes a statement, it sounds fantastic, and it reminds us to choose love more often than war. 100 Letters is essentially the opening track to Hopeless Fountain Kingdom, and while I have very complicated feelings on that record, I think this song is very undeniable for the simple fact that it's well written. I love the mythology behind it, and also how personal it is to Halsey. I love the light programmed drums on this, also the synth work, the production all around just really shapes up to make this feel intimate but very expressive. She talks about someone, a former lover, I gather, that she's cutting out of her life, and somebody that didn't really understand the concept of no. Letters is vulnerable but also strong. I think it works as a two-edged sword, and it also proved that Halsey had a lot of life beyond just the hype of her first album, Badlands, and it showed that the talent was there. It's just that she didn't fully capitalize on it as an album until Manic.
Wooden floors and little feet, a flower bud and concrete, feeling so incomplete.
This is a heartbreaking moment. The song is called More. It's one of the final tracks on her album Manic, and I continuously come back to this when maybe I want to tear up, maybe I just want to do it to myself. I have friends that have dealt with this, some of my best friends in the world, going through the loss of a child in a miscarriage situation. Nobody wins. Nobody ever wants that. The devastating what ifs linger in your mind, and she does a great job at translating that. The minimal synthesizers, the loop that kind of works, it almost feels like somebody creaking around the corner, but nothing's really there. It's exactly what she was going through, and she found a way to put that to tape. And it's jarring, it's unsettling, it's extremely emotional, but the catharsis is amazing. Another one of the very few cuts that I loved from Hopeless Fountain Kingdom moves on next at number 7. This is Strangers, featuring Lauren of Fifth Harmony, at least formerly of that girl group. This is a song that very much feels like an 80s buzzing synth pop rager. I love that infectious energy, and it just never lets up on that front. It's very bubbly. It's a consistent driving force behind the song. I think that Halsey and Lauren actually do have vocal chemistry, and it's brought out even further by the production. This isn't exactly groundbreaking lyrically, but it does just enough to make the song feel fun, personal, and also something that you can just throw on to kind of get the party started. Forever is a long time. It's true, it's right there in the title, and it lands at number 6. This is a song that grew on me an extraordinarily high amount. I didn't expect to love it as much as I did, but this song is really brilliant when you boil it down. Halsey starts off sounding rather cheery. It has kind of this sprinkling beat. It almost feels like you're passing by a ride at a carnival. She reflects on the mistakes that she's made in terms of like overthinking certain situations, but then we get to a pace change that I just straight up did not see coming. It's like I slammed into a brick wall. The mood change is brilliant. It completely changes the entire tone and outlook of the song. We get these kind of haunting hallway vibes as the synthesizers creak in. We also get a little bit of orchestration, and it kind of plays with you almost like, did I see a shadow, or is there actually something hiding back there? The looming keys continue to leave us hanging in suspense before finally Halsey breaks through the wall and just kind of goes for the throat. It ends in a manic meltdown of epic proportions. The way that she delivers her mindset, what's going on up here, that's what really sells you on it.
But your lips hang heavy underneath me, and I promised myself I wouldn't let you complete me.
Is There Somewhere is from Halsey's Room 93 EP that came out even before Badlands. This track didn't make the cut for the full-length album, and honestly, for that reason, it's pretty underrated. I know this is kind of a fan favorite, but I can't say enough good things about the catharsis that this track actually provides. There's a lot of imagery about hotels and moving from town to town on her first couple of projects, and I do like that. There's a lot of atmosphere in there. But that synth payoff is huge. I can't say enough good things about that, but I also think she does a fantastic job at expressing how easy it is to fall in love with the wrong person. Painting a bubble around yourself can feel like a good idea for safety, like you're putting your guard up, but sometimes that can get you hurt even more, and that's what this song gets across. The synth meltdown, that's just an extra cherry on top, but the lyrical content here, honestly, I don't think I gave her enough credit for this early on in her career.
I'll take fake moans and dial tones, let 'em spill right down the microphone.
3 a.m. is one of those songs that you hear and you just know immediately that you need to learn every single word to it. It just rolls off the tongue so smoothly. There's a lot of words in this song, but damn it, I need to know them all. Halsey's rockier side that she showed off on tracks like this continues to seal my mouth shut about my past criticisms of her. I think the songwriting here is great. She definitely really goes for the vulnerable side as she talks about and expresses the feeling of loneliness, about needing some reassurance on her being attractive. She needs somebody to hit on her at a bar. Bring Me the Horizon and Halsey. There's a collaboration that I didn't exactly expect to want, but now that I have it, I know I want it even more. Experiment on Me is at number 3, and it's lifted from the Birds of Prey official soundtrack. The Harley Quinn movie definitely suits a song like this. I love the roaring synths. Halsey has a more aggressive vocal style. It feels animalistic as she's talking about throwing this knuckle sandwich and all of these other over-the-top bombastic lyrics. Honestly, if Ollie Sykes had hopped on the vocals, this probably could have found a home on one of the recent Bring Me the Horizon albums like Amo. I really appreciate that Halsey went for this rockier direction, and not just that she tried, she actually pulled it off incredibly well.
We'll be looking for sunlight, all the headlights, till our white eyes burn blind. We'll be lacing the same shoes that we wore through to the bottom of the line.
People. This is the best song on Badlands, and I don't even want to hear any discussion, okay? Roman Holiday encapsulates a feeling that's so hard to describe, but Halsey did it, and that's why this song holds up so incredibly well. You know that feeling when you meet someone, there's an instant connection, you just want to get to know this person, but the clock is ticking immediately, your time is limited, you want to have adventures and fun, and whatever else, but you also know that this is likely going to fade into the background, and this is eventually going to be a memory that you look back at someday. This song puts all of that in a bottle, and I love it. It's so good. The synthesizers, the production is immaculate. I love the details that I can hear in this. Her voice, the way that she describes things like her father's fist going through the living room wall. It's all so real. You're right there in the moment, and this is easily the best song from Halsey's early days. Halsey at number 1 is Halsey at her peak form, fully realized. Finally, Beautiful Stranger is lifted from 2020's album Manic, and I feel it's the best song on that record, kinda by a comfortable margin. This is an honest love song that takes on the good and the bad feelings that come when you meet somebody new. The way that she describes her internal conflicts so honestly is really commendable. It's the struggle to put your guard down, knowing that you've found safe haven with this new lover, but you can't help but raise your fists up. You're preparing for a storm, for a fight, but you know that it's not actually coming. Her lyrics kind of wrapped me around their finger. They fascinate me. I love the little details. It makes it feel special, unique to her, and just something as simple as stuck between my teeth like a candy bar, that really took a hold on me, because if you look at it in the context of the song, it's kind of genius. I love she's hooked on this person. This is a massive step in the right direction for Halsey, and if you can't tell up to this point in time, 2020 I think was her best year by a landslide, and this song is taking the crown at the top. Thank you so much for watching my top 10 favorite Halsey songs. I would love to know your own personal list along with any thoughts that you might have had on mine in the comment section down below. Don't forget to drop a like on this video. A like goes a long way, and subscribe for the love of music. If you would like to see a recent top 10 countdown, then tap right here or tap here to see me review Manic by Halsey. All of my socials can be found linked in the description down below, and I'll be back soon for more on ARTV.